Folks across the world, I have a serious matter I need to tell you about. It's about the Autism Society for those of you in the Americas, but here it's called the Autism Association for some strange reason. Anyway, it's about how they treat people, how they're rampantly diagnosing everyone with autism, and we haven't been able to stop them yet. I myself am one of their victims, and I had to break free, single-handedly. But now, I believe I have a strategy that may work. Okay, so that was the opening to Autism Every Day, a feature film commonly associated with this organization. I also hear rumors that it is particularly big on sob-stories and crocodile tears, as it only ever shows the worst cases of autism, which, if you look closely enough, are basically a syndrome between narcissism and mental retardation, and, as they've said, are the most severe cases. Let's continue.
Hey, dance it! Dance it! The hair pulling.
You can't really take a day off of autism. Autism never took a day off on me.
A lot of ways, she's like a baby. She's just bigger. She needs constant attention. She can't be left alone for a minute. She always has to have my attention.
This little girl doesn't seem to have autism, it being a dubious diagnosis and all. But she does look to be overly attached to her mother, which is likely the reason for the diagnosis. Anyway, here is another list of people who have been diagnosed with autism on the symptoms that show that this is a dubious condition, doesn't exist objectively. And now for people with autistic symptoms who have managed to escape diagnosis nonetheless on various technicalities. By now you could probably see the inconsistencies in the definition of autism. The fact that it is said to be permanent throughout a person's entire life is another inconsistency, because the person eventually ends up sloughing all of his symptoms.
Hey, Daddy, I want to go
and
and
why are women never diagnosed?
All right, sweetheart, all right.
This is
Daddy will
due
get
to
your
the
golden goose
fallacious
as soon as we get home.
gynocentrism which I talk
one of
about
those.
and bash thoroughly on
Okay,
other
how much-
videos. Well, okay, not all those symptom-afflicted slough it all. There are those who remain afflicted with the symptoms for life, which, if the definition is correct and the diagnoses were consistent, and everyone else is just branded as such to be permanent subjects to the society. Worse yet, they seem to have the power, or at least think they have the power, to charge subjects for evading taxes. I suspect that they intend to unify with state in order to legally sanction and more easily enforce their brand and the tyranny on those with the brand, without anyone daring to stand in their way.
In all, don't be shy about the problems you may come upon with this grand task. Just write them in the comments section down below, and I'll be glad to suggest solutions to them. I'm Rohan Ziner, speaking like the Count Van Count of Sesame Street, and I bid you good luck.